Hi, welcome to No Ordinary Woman Chat Show. I'm your host, Ms. Kazmak. Now guys, if you're new to this channel, on this channel we meet some amazing, no ordinary women who are doing fabulous work within our society. Some of you may or may not know about these women, but on here you're going to get an insight of who these women are and how they are going to empower you to become who God has created you to be. So I need you to subscribe to the channel, share with all your people, make sure you share because sharing is caring, and I'll see you on the other side after the break. See you in a bit.
All I see is you. What's good, everybody? It's Mickey Miller, and I'm super amped to announce that I will be coming to London on May 20th, my first show in the UK.
I don't want nobody else but you. I don't see nobody else but you.
Come hang out with us. I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to sing with you. We're gonna dance all night. We're just gonna have a really good time. May 20th at the Vortex Jazz Club. Make sure you get your tickets. They are now available on leveltickets.com. Come vibe with us.
I love it when we're cruising. Let's take the highway. We can ride all day. I love it when we're cruising.
Thank you for joining me back. I hope you enjoyed the break and welcome back. Now, let me tell you about this amazing, no ordinary woman that we have live with us at the studio. Her name is called Mahawa Kamara. She is a creative entrepreneur and founder of the Soap Connoisseur, which is a specialty organic toiletry company specializing in creating expertly crafted soaps and body care products. Now, I'm not going to give you too much information about this amazing woman that we have live here with us. I'm going to allow her to introduce herself to you. So, hey Mahawa, how are you?
Thank you. How are you?
I am good. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
You're so welcome. So do tell the viewers who you are.
Okay, so my name is Mahawa Kamara.
Yes.
I'm the creative director and founder of a company called the Soap Connoisseur. And what we are is a specialist organic toiletry company. We specialize in making soaps, body care products, personal care products, such as body butters, body scrubs, fun bathing, things like that. And we specialize in using organic ingredients only in making our products. So that's really the main thing of what I do, yeah.
Okay, so how did it start? Why soaps?
I know. Yeah. I didn't think I was going to be a soap maker either. It really started actually when I was on maternity leave, which was about 4 years ago now, I would say. And my daughter had dry skin, and so obviously I was getting the dripper base, the aqueous cream, the normal things that the GP would give you. I was even using Coulson's bathing as well for her at the time, but her skin was quite dry.
Right.
And I personally didn't actually have a job to go back to in terms of my background and where I was coming from.
Because you're a qualified social worker,
yeah,
right?
so my background's in social work and social care. And so literally I was quite frustrated. So I had dry skin, and I didn't know what to do in terms of employment. And literally it was a 2 a.m. click. And I discovered something called soap making. And I just thought, how do you make soap, Lord? And it really just grew. And then I found out this whole world of soap making and making products and using shea butter. And I thought, what is this? And so I took the step of faith. I bought my first soap making kit. And I tried it at home. And so with organic soap, you have to actually wait 4 weeks before it's ready.
Right. Oh, what, for it to set? Or?
Yeah, for it to set, because it's turning into soap by itself naturally.
Okay.
So we waited the 4 weeks. And I tried it and it worked. And something just clicked and I said, I have a product. Because everybody needs to bath.
Yeah.
And obviously it worked on her skin, so it helped on her skin. And so for making the soap, I thought, well, she needs a body butter. I thought, well, it just grew from body butter to another product to scrubs. And that was literally how I started
That's amazing.
making soap. So it was just a click.
Wow.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just a click really, because I guess, one of the things that I'm noticing with many of the women that do come on the show is that a circumstance happens and then bursts from it is
Yeah.
what's already inside of you,
yeah.
you know, for you to step out into your purpose.
Yeah.
And obviously, you know, making organic soap and also resolving the issue of the dryness skin for your daughter as well.
Yeah.
That's just a massive achievement. So, you know,
Thank
well
you.
done in you.
Thank you.
So what challenges have you faced in regards to setting up your own business? Because I take it you do this full time.
Yes, I do. Yeah. Yes.
So what challenges have you come up against?
Oh wow, where do I start?
Or is it that much?
First thing was obviously funding,
Right.
in terms of actually getting the idea, enough money to get things up and running, funding. When I started, I was unemployed, so I actually started through the job centre,
Okay.
and through their startup loan scheme. So that was how I was able to actually come off of being on benefits, and go into being full-time self-employed. So funding, learning the actual industry, because my background's not in skincare, it's not in any in beauty or anything. So
No scientific
no
background,
scientific, no chemistry. Did I even
Wow.
pass science in school? So it's not. So I think learning the actual industry itself, the beauty industry, the skincare industry, what, you know, the legal, there's a big, you know, legal side of beauty, really, really big legal side of it. And so having to learn all of that and not launching when I wanted to launch and having to, you know, hold things back. So those were lots of challenges that I came across. I think one of the main challenges I have is just being consistent as well, and just being consistent in terms of like running the business, doing the things I've got to do, doing the social media. So in all aspects, I said those are the three
main
things,
things.
that I probably came up against. And I mean, consistency is a daily daily battle, but I know a lot more about the industry. What I did was I went back and I actually did a beauty specialist course.
Okay.
So then I actually became a qualified skincare specialist.
So how long was that for? How long
That
was the
took a
training?
year.
Right.
To do. So I was able to do that alongside whilst running, building the business.
Yeah.
So yeah, just so I could learn about skin, learn about skin types, really able to understand what having dry skin meant or what having oily skin meant and things like that. So that added to my knowledge. I think that gave me a lot more confidence in terms of, okay, I kind of know what I'm talking about now. I can kind of tell you what soap to use for your particular skin type. And so from taking that course, I was then able to really work on my USP, work on what my brand message was about, work on what I wanted to offer people in terms of these particular products. So that was...
So what is your brand message? What?
So our brand message, we call ourselves the Soap Connoisseurs. We create expertly crafted skin food. So really, we're all about nurturing and cleaning your skin. We're the first people you come to see before you put anything on your skin.
Right.
But here's the difference: instead of just having a normal bar of soap, why not have one that's been tailored for your skin type? So
Right,
if I
yes.
say to you, do you know what your skin type is? What would you say?
I would say it's a combination of dry and oily.
Oily, yes.
Yeah.
So then what we've done is we've looked at ingredients to tailor that particular skin type.
Right.
So you get ingredients that have been tailored for oily skin, for combination skin, for dry skin.
Yeah.
So you're not just getting a bar of soap, you're getting a bar of soap for your skin type.
Yeah.
So we've been able to really work and emphasize that message. And I found that was what I was coming up against with a lot of people that you would talk to. So I found that 7 out of 10 people don't actually know their skin type or what a skin type even is. So then I was able to work on those messages and create, you know, products around meeting people's actual need and not just a bar of soap.
So do you, because I mean, obviously you said that there's a legal side of things.
Yeah.
So in regards to the legal perspective, how long did you have to wait for it to be tested before it could actually go out into the market?
So testing takes anywhere between 4 to 6 weeks,
Right.
Depending on what product you're testing, if they have any concerns about it, if they're going to come back to you. So they sort of give that time scale just to answer any questions. So for example, with our body scrubs, because we use brown sugar in it, they actually came back.
Actual brown sugar?
Yeah, actual brown sugar, yeah, because it's way better than salt.
Well, I would imagine so, yeah.
So because of that, I remember the assessor came back and said, why do you use so much brown sugar? And so I had to kind of defend and said, because it melts over time, and that's why, because they carry out particular tests on it, stability tests, because mind you, these products are going to go into the shop.
Yeah.
And with the shops, you've got things like the lighting in the shop, you know, so all of that comes into consideration, in terms of when they're testing the product.
So much to even take into consideration. I think we take it for granted. We just go in, buy our products. We're not even thinking about all of those.
But all of that, they
problems.
think about stuff. So if your product has water in it, they have to think about, is it going to be under light? Where are you going to sell it? You know, in terms of it going moldy or it going bad. So all those things actually come into consideration when you're creating products.
Yes.
And so and then you take it for testing, and then they kind of give you the go ahead that yes, it's safe, yes, it's not safe, or we want you to tweak this, we want you to change this about it before you can even begin to
actually put it out
there.
So in regards to your soap, because I love, you know, your product, I like the way you got all these cupcake shapes and all these different types of, you know, the design and everything else, but are you in the shops itself, or is everything online? How can
everything's online mainly at the moment. We do pop-up shops.
Yeah.
I do a lot of pop-up shops at the moment, and you can really find everything you want online on our website. Everything is on there, and we deliver it straight to your door. Also, we have our own beauty events that we hold, that we've started doing, and which is called Meet the Products.
Right.
So really the concept behind is what we do is we strip the products back to the bare, and so you get to meet the components that actually make up a particular product, and so we get to talk to people about what shea butter actually is as an ingredient versus you just knowing it in a product, and how it works with coconut oil and other products. So that's the best way.
So do you have workshops? So in regards to you stripping it back, can individuals actually make soap there and then, or do you do things like that?
Yeah, we haven't launched like our soap making workshops yet. We weren't sure whether should we not, and things like that. But we really wanted to get people to really understand ingredients. I think there's a lot of misconception around ingredients. You know, I'm going to use coconut oil because coconut oil is, everybody says it's good, and actually it's a good, you know, actually it's not good for certain things. So really wanted to get people to really start understanding what they were actually putting on their skin in terms of ingredients, because it's the ingredients that make up the product.
Right.
So you want to know what's going into, you know, that product you're using. And so I found that was a very important aspect for people. People didn't actually understand what the ingredients meant, what the sodiums on this
because you need a bit more understanding, because sometimes when you look at these ingredients, I mean, unless, you know, not everybody will go and search and, you know, do that further investigation, and we just take things for granted, but like you break it down so people have that understanding. I think that's fantastic. Well, something else I was going to actually ask you was, you know, your business, do you have other people working for you as well, or is it just you doing literally everything?
I have got a small team, so we're trying to, in the moment we're trying to grow, so it's quite small. My partner, he does the finance, he's my finance manager.
Your fiance?
Yeah, my fiance.
Your fiance, hey challenge, let's come on now.
He's my finance manager, so we've got a small team, and at the moment I'm looking to grow in terms of marketing, to taking on like a brand manager and someone who can handle the brand, because we want to expand into the African market.
Okay.
So that's really like our goal at the moment, to really go into that market. So so we're small, but we're mighty. We're growing.
Listen, don't underestimate small beginnings. No. Listen, that is the one, because you know, you can't just go out big out there. You have to know and set that foundation. Whether it's one or two people, that's how you start to build. And obviously, you know, it cuts heads as well, because you don't want to have all these people and you don't even know how it's going to turn out, even though it's an amazing product that you've got, so it's going to do extremely well. But you want to just take your time with it, you know, and enjoy it. But also, we were speaking behind the cameras that your daughter, she comes on some of these networking events that you do as well. So how's that all going?
It's going well. She knows. I mean, before it was teething. I was trying to get her into it. And then, I mean, now she just really understands what networking is. So she'll ask you, Mommy, are we going networking today?
Oh,
And
how old is your daughter now?
She's 4.5, so
Okay.
she's going to be 5 in a few weeks. And she'll ask, you know, Mommy, are we going networking? We've got rules for when we go networking.
Sit down, no
You gotta
move.
behave yourself. And she knows. And she would go out and, you know, gather email addresses for me.
Really?
So I really had to find a way to bring her into the business and really get her to, and she really enjoys it. So I mean, I've taken her to pop-ups, she's at all the events we do. She knows, she would tell you, you know, my mommy makes soap. That's as far as she can go.
Yeah.
But she knows what it is that we do in scrubs and body butters and oils, and she'll tell you everything that.
You got your marketing person just there. You don't need to hire nobody else. You just get your daughter. What's your daughter's name?
Adana.
Hey, hi, babe. You're doing a great job out here.
So
wow.
So that's been, you know, I've been able to bring her in and have her really understand what it is I do as a business, and she loves it.
That's fantastic. And what I love what you're doing is that, because obviously it started off from your daughter, you know, however you do have her alongside with you doing the business, going to these networking events, and it's also building her confidence. Would you say it's building her confidence?
Yeah, a lot. I think we did an event called Toast to London. I don't know if you've heard of them. So we did one that, and she literally got on stage and started telling people that they should buy her mommy's soap because her mommy works so hard. And
Hey,
like, good plug.
yes.
She basically plugged me, and so we did really well that day. I thought I need to take you along a lot more with me to some of these events. So she's really, really confident. She knows who she is, and you can see it from a very young age that she really knows, like, she knows exactly who she is and what she wants to do, and, you know, it poses a bit of problem sometimes, but for the most part, she's lovely. Yeah.
Excellent. But in regards to, obviously, you said about her confidence and everything else, because one of the things, when I look at, say, various different cultures, you know, it's so important for your child to be seeing you doing business and things like that, because you know, you see like the Jews, you see with the Asians, and they have their children working alongside them and everything else. Would you say that's something that's important, especially for us as Black people, to be doing, or just not even just Black people, just in general, to expose your children to these types of events? Yeah,
I think it really helped in terms of what I'm creating is I'm creating options for her. So yes, she knows I work. She knows there's a traditional route in terms of working, but there's also another route in terms of exploring your creativity and actually have that creative thing that God has put inside of you make money from you. There's nothing wrong with making money from your gift. It's, you know, your gift will make room for you. So I think it's being able to show her both sides and actually open her up to more opportunities. You know, there's so much we've been able to do because of this business, and it's been a really good thing. So I definitely would say it's something that we need to do more of, especially as people of color. We really need to get our children involved in our businesses from a young age, because it's about legacy. You want to have something that you can pass on or that you can share with them, and then get them to really understand that, you know, this took 10-20 years to build, but you're really inheriting substance. You're really you know, inheriting something. So that's definitely part of like my why.
Yeah, definitely.
why I'm doing what I'm doing is for her to have something that she can inherit. And if she doesn't want to come into the family business, that's fine. But I think I just want to be in a position where if she did ever come to me and say, you know, Mommy, I've got this idea, I want to do this, I'm fully 100%. I'm able to guide her and help her through it. Whereas I think I don't have nobody to go to in terms of, my mom's not in business, so, or there's nobody around me that's in business. So you don't have no one to go to. You have to look outside. And oftentimes your family doesn't even understand what is it you're actually doing. Why are you went to school, you have a degree, like get a job. You know, what is it you're doing? Why are you giving up this wonderful paying career to manage, you know, and survive for the next couple of years so you can build something? So I think that's important, because I can understand that when she comes to me and says, Mommy, I've got this idea and I really think it's going to work and I want to build a business, but I can understand what it is that she's doing and I can guide her through that. So that's really, really important for me. So
That's amazing.
I'm blessed I can.
That's
I can,
amazing.
do that,
But how do you stay inspired, like motivated? You know, do you have days where you just think, I just want to throw the towel? You know, how do you overcome those challenges?
Weeks,
those days?
sometimes weeks. I pray a lot. I
Yeah.
really pray, to be honest. I say being an entrepreneur is being a person of faith.
Mm-hmm.
So you really have to have like a spiritual. For me, it's having a spiritual side. So I mean, I pray. I read the word, I read the Bible a lot, I confess, I say what it is I want to see happen. Obviously some days you do have like, you're just like, God, I'm not doing this today.
Yeah.
And it's okay to take those days off, and I've taken days off and I've just switched off my phone. Don't call me, don't contact me, I don't want to know about it. I talk to my fiance a lot, and I will vent and I'll go up and down. But it always comes back to, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And what I realized, that it's bigger than me. Yes, it started in my house. Yes, it started because my daughter had a need. But then I found that one of the soaps actually helped my niece who had eczema all over her body. And that helped her eczema. And then it helped somebody else with their eczema. And then it helped somebody else with their skin condition. And then the scrub, helped one of my friends in his marriage. I don't know what it is. He said that his wife tried the scrub and he really liked the smell, and things like that. So, and I found that, okay, this is bigger than just me, and what I'm doing. And so I think that's what you always have to kind of go back to. What is it am I doing actually here? Or I try to get creative, because, with the business, there's a business side of it. You can get bogged down with the paperwork and make sure everything's okay. So I just try to get creative, make a batch of soap, or do something fun that actually will bring up that spark again. But through us, I pray.
And there's nothing wrong with praying, because that is so needed, to actually be able to communicate with God and really get guidance.
On what is it I'm doing, because it looks, I used to introduce myself. I used to actually say to people, well, I make soap, but I'm a social worker by profession.
Right.
Because I couldn't understand, how am I going to tell people that I'm a soap? What is a soap maker? What are you doing? Do you understand? And then, but slowly my confidence grew, and I realized that actually I should be proud of, of this thing that I'm doing. I was a social worker, and there's certainly skills that I've taken from social work and brought into my business. But this is what I'm doing. This is the new career path that I'm on. So that's been a lesson.
And I like what you just said, because I was listening to a message by my Pastor Ramsey at Word of Faith. Big up Pastor Ramsey. And what he also said is that, sometimes, like, for pioneers, we could be in certain work environments, and we may not want to particularly be in those environments, but it's actually building you up, preparing you for the next stage, next level. And one of the things that I just heard you saying in regards to, being a social worker, but you're utilizing some of those skills into your business right now. And, that's one of the things that I believe viewers, sometimes you may be in a job that you don't particularly want to be in right now, but what I would strongly say, just serve, do really well in your job, do it with excellency, don't have this attitude of, oh God, I'm bigger and greater in this job, because the truth of the matter is, where God wants to take you next, he needs to put you on this preparation ground to prepare you to get to the next stage. So just persevere, but just do it in excellency, so when you leave that job, they're still talking about you, So, thank you so much for sharing that. So what other events have you got coming up?
So we're going back to our online event. So every Tuesday we do an online event called Skin Talk Live.
Yes.
Where you can send in your questions. If you've got any questions about your skin, you're not really sure what's happening with it, or you just want general, skincare. It's Skin Talk. We're talking about skin. Literally. That's what we do. So that's coming back in September. So every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Guys, write it down. 7 o'clock.
We're also doing continuing with our Meet the Products series. So the next one will be in October.
Okay.
So we're going to launch that, and that's again meeting the products. And this time we try to get other sort of product makers in as well to talk to people about really understanding products. I think that's a really, especially organic products, I think there's such a misunderstanding about what to use and what not to use. I absolutely hate coconut oil, and I'll tell you for free, do not put it on your skin. And people look at me like, why are you saying that?
Yeah, because even I'm saying, why?
Yeah, because coconut oil is an oil that's very thin, so it actually does nothing for your skin.
So what about when you're sunbathing? You know, like you're walking and you
need to
get
use
Sorry, because that's the kind of things that I do.
You need to use it with like another oil, like a shea butter.
Right.
Coconut oil is what you call a carrier oil. It carries the product. So it's not something that you can actually use. So when I know there's this whole phase of coconut oil on your skin, no, because it does nothing for the actual skin because it's so thin.
Right.
So it actually leaves your skin drier. It dries out more of your skin. But if you use it along with shea butter, or mango butter, you know, or another oil, then you really get the benefit of coconut oil. So I found that there's all these myths and misinterpretation of what should I use, what should I not use. And there's so many, I mean, God gave us a big green earth. There are a lot of better oils out there, from apricot kernel, mango butter. There's all these like fun things out there that actually do way more for your skin than, you know, coconut oil, for example. Yeah. So,
but that's why you're doing it. That's why you've got the profession. That's your profession. That's what you're specialising. So because for me, I mean, I don't personally use coconut oil. Yeah. You know, I do use other oils, but I do love shea butter. Yeah. So would you say shea butter mixing it with the oil is better to use combined together, or alternatively just use a shea butter by itself?
Mix it with the oil, because again, shea butter, it's a butter. So and obviously when you melt it, you get it in its oil form, but shea butter can be quite thick. Yeah. So you want to probably use it with I don't know, like depending on what you're using it for, because with shea butter is like
you can use it
anything. I mean, I use it as nappy cream. Yeah. So you can use it, you know, for your hair, but it depends on what you. So you can mix with apricot kernel oil is a really, really good oil. It's one of my favorite oils.
I've never heard of it.
Really? Yeah, it's an amazing, because it's quite thin, but at the same time it works on like all skin right across the board. Yeah. Mango butter, jojoba, obviously jojoba oil, people know that one already. Castor oil is a really good cleaning oil as well.
Oh, it's a cleaning oil?
Yes, it's a cleansing oil. So you can use it as a cleansing oil. You can use it on your hair to make your hair grow. Yeah. So a lot of the oils are like multi-use. You can use it for different things. So with shea butter, something like apricot kernel oil is really good for it, or macadamia nut oil, or peach kernel. So like a really lighter oil, because coconut is shea butter is quite thick. Yeah.
You see, I like the thickness of using the shea butter, because whenever I know anybody's going to Ghana or go Sierra Leone, I'm like, Chale, please, here's some money, some cities, I'll give you some Ghana city, please just get me something, you know, just, and I love the texture of it. I do like the thickness, but...
It is a good butter. What it is, it's not enough to lock the moisture in.
Right.
So sometimes you can still use the shea butter, but sometimes because you're using it on its own, it dries out. Okay. So then you get a carrier oil, because they literally like peach kernel oil, that's a carrier oil. So what it will do is it will carry the product along. So it carries it. So it makes it like work twice better together.
Right.
You understand? So that's what carrier oils are. And then you've got like essential oils, which are to give you the smell and give you the healing properties in them and things like that. So it's kind of like
So is that why it's organic? That's why, because all of your products that you're using are just like earthly.
Yeah, earthly, and we'll use something like vitamin E for preservative instead of using parabens or things like that. So that's why we could say it's organic.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to wrap up real soon. We're going to wrap up. So how can our viewers connect with you? What's your social media platforms?
Okay, so we are on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook at The Soap Connoisseur. It's all one handle, so you can definitely connect with us. You can also find us online at www.thesoapconnoisseur.com, and it's quite long. But if you type in The Soap Connoisseur, everything will pop up. Those are the main places to find us. All our events and everything we're doing are also online, so that's the main place you can connect with us. So,
And also, could you give a tip to, say, a possible mum who may be in the same situation as yourself, who not necessarily got a daughter that's experiencing any skin challenges, but may want to step out and do something because they're not working currently.
Yeah.
What would you say to that mum who may be just getting really frustrated, not getting a job?
Yeah.
You know, what would you say to encourage that person?
I would say take some time out to figure out your dream. What is it that you really want to do? What is that dream that is inside of you? Because it's already inside of you. Don't look on the outside. Don't look. Sometimes don't go to go for advice, but take some time out to block out the noise and really discover that thing, that special thing inside of you that makes you just get a little bit excited and giddy. And when you discover that, what you've actually discovered is purpose. And so be bold and you know, do your research, but be bold to actually take time and actually cultivate that dream and believe that dream. You know, believe that it's inside of you. Because if you've got it inside of you, then you're halfway there.
Yeah.
And so the rest of it is just really connecting and meeting people and helping people that are going to take you a lot further. And God will bring those people along anyway. But I think the main thing to really do is take time out, block out the noise, and cultivate the dream that's inside of you.
Excellent.
So, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
And you
you.
are so beautiful. I'm just
Oh,
looking at your
thank you.
skin. I'm just like, damn, I need to go and use some of the Soap Connoisseur products because I want my skin to glow just like Mahawa's. Trust
Thank
me.
you.
But thank you so much for coming on the
Thank you for
show. It's been
having me.
awesome, and thank you for giving us the knowledge and insight to know about all these various different products and how we can connect with you. So guys, I hope you was blessed because I know I was blessed. So make sure you connect and stay connected, and don't forget to subscribe and share because sharing is caring. So until next time, I'll see you next time. Bye.
Woman, you are the key. It's only natural. Woman, you are the start. You are the beginning. And then